Alright, this is going to be a quick video on how to set weekly goals. The concept is very simple, but most people don't think about setting weekly goals. Like, most people, the thought never comes to their mind. So I just want to make a quick video breaking that down, because if you have ambitious goals, if you have big dreams of becoming something, you gotta work on it consistently. And the best way to work consistently on something is to set weekly goals that you can actually work on. Alright? So, if you don't know who I am, my name is Faith. And I'm an action coach for young, frustrated people who want to stop wasting their time and start achieving their goals. So, without further ado, we're going to get straight into the video. So how to set weekly goals. If you have big ambitious goals, what am I doing right now? Let me change that up real quick. Alright. So, if you have big ambitious goals, but you're not doing anything about it, you need to start setting weekly goals, because they are literally the building blocks towards achievement that you're missing. So, for example, imagine the goals you have as this really big wall that you're trying to build. Now, you're not going to build that wall by just saying, alright, I'm going to build a wall, right? You're going to build that wall instead by getting a brick and then laying it down. And then getting another brick and laying it down. And getting another brick and laying it down, and so forth until you have built that wall. Thus, weekly goals are the bricks you're going to use to reach your goals, okay? So, no longer are we going to just have big goals we want to reach and just thinking, oh my god, one day I'm going to reach it. No, we're going to break that big goal down into the bricks that you can use to form the brick wall, to reach your goals, okay? So, this leads us to the question of, how do you create weekly goals? How do you create the bricks that you can literally influence to get to the goal you want to reach, to build that wall? It's really simple. It's not hard. First, you gotta know what you're aiming for. So, for example, let's say you have the goal to start your own business. Boom, that's your wall. Build a business. It's that simple. Of course, so many people have the goal to build a business, or just they have goals in general, but so few people achieve it. So, if you're gonna be the few who actually achieve their goals, once you know what you want to reach, stop asking yourself, what are the 5 biggest steps you can take to reach your goal? Now, this is called the breaking down process. So, for any goal you have moving forward, you always want to break it down. So, this applies to any goal you have. Moving forward from this video, you always want to know what it is and then break it down using this process. So, you're aiming to drill down to a level you can influence. And right now, you can't influence just the idea of building a business. It's too broad. So you gotta ask yourself, what are the 5 biggest steps you can take to get from where you are to where you want to be? And also, a side note, you may not always come up with 5 steps. You may come up with 3, 4, or even 2. That's okay. All that matters is that you're figuring out the biggest milestones that will get you to where you want to be at. Now, let's say that the best way to build a business, or that you decide that it's the best way to build a business, is just take these three gigantic steps, which is 1, create an offer, 2, get the offer in front of people, and 3, sell it. Boom. So we didn't even use the full 5 steps, but now we know what has to happen to build your business, which is create an offer, get the offer in front of people, and sell it. Now, this is still too big for us to handle, so we need to break it down even more. So let's go to the first step, which is create an offer. And we're literally just going to repeat the question. What are the 5 biggest steps you can take to create an offer? Now, let's say that you decide that those steps are: 1, do market research to better understand your audience. 2, determine the service or product your market needs. And 3, create a compelling offer around that service or product. Boom. Now you have the 3 most important steps needed to create the offer. And within those steps are the weekly goals you can finally set. So, these are the bricks you can lay to have your offer created. And once that's created, you can move on to step number 2 and get the offer in front of people. So let me make it very clear. I'm talking about these right here. These are the steps. These are the bricks you can lay to reach to build the wall, or reach your goal. So weekly goal 1 could be get market research completed, and you got that from breaking down, create an offer. You said do market research to better understand. So your weekly goal 1 is get marketing research completed. Weekly goal 2 is analyze data from marketing research to figure out what you can offer. And this weekly goal 2 literally comes down from, again, determine the service product market needs. So literally, it's not hard. And weekly goals 3 to 4 is use everything you've gathered to create a compelling offer. And at the end, by following out those weekly goals, you'll have created an offer. And now that you create an offer, you got the first big milestone out the way. So now you're closer to reaching the first big step of building a business. Now you can repeat the exact same process for step number 2 of getting an offer in front of people and so forth. So then you'll go back to step number 2, getting an offer, and say, well, what's the 5 biggest steps you can do to get there? And then you just continue breaking it down until you get your weekly goals. And it's that simple. So creating weekly goals are very, very easy. So easy that you might overlook it. Please don't. Even though the practice is simple, its impact on how you spend your week is seriously underrated. When you can get to the habit of setting weekly goals, you switch from sitting around and wasting time to being more proactive, planning out your week, and taking on each day with purpose because you have clear objectives you're working towards. But if you don't have weekly goals, you will not be intentional about how you're spending your weeks. So you're going to waste your time doing nothing and you won't actively make any progress toward your goals. This practice is so powerful, okay? And it's something I've done every single week for 3 years straight during my accountability sessions, and it's something I still do. And here are some examples of the weekly goals I set. So I'll have like set loving intentions 7 times, do 3 acts of kindness, figure out calisthenics routines, figure out what training can fit into schedule. I even have other example, find all of email, finish all the email segments, add in videos, all that jazz. So like literally for 3 years straight, I have set weekly goals, which has allowed me to use my weeks in a way that pushes me closer towards my goals. Ultimately, reaching your goals all boils down to how intentional you are about how you spend your time. And with weekly goals, you're setting up objectives you can work on every day that gets you closer to where you want to be. And note how you don't have to spend literally all day working on these things because they're called weekly goals for a reason. As long as you're spending some time working on those weekly goals every single day, by the end of the week, you'll reach them. And if you can reach your weekly goals, you'll be that much closer to the bigger goal you're aiming for, which means you can 100% still live your life and have fun while making gigantic gains towards your life you want. Alright, so this is basically it for the video. Now you understand that literally the best way to start reaching your goals is to not just stay focused on, okay, I want this goal to happen. Instead, break it down. Ask yourself, what are the 5 biggest things you can do to reach that goal? Then go to the first step and break that step even further down so you can influence it on a weekly level. And as long as you are working on your weekly goals every single week, within months, you will see enormous progress towards your goals. All right. Now, since we're at the end of the presentation, if you want to work with me, if you want to start reaching your goals, whatever, I have a link in my description that you can check out, the book a call, so we can talk about what it is you need help with, how I can help you, and all that good stuff. But in the day, make your weekly goals. It's going to change how you approach every single day, and it will make gigantic gains in your life. All right, that's it. That's all I have for you. Make your weekly goals, and I will see you later.